In the summer of 69, oh yeah, way back in the summer of 69, oh yeah, summer of 69. That's a very nostalgic song for me. Back in the day, I used to listen to it a lot. And back in the noughties, I used to sing it a lot at karaoke. What does back in the day and back in the noughties mean? Native English speakers use back in the day to talk nostalgically about things in the past. It sounds very nostalgic. So, for example, back in the day, I rode motorcycles. Back in the day, I went to lots of heavy rock concerts. These things are nostalgic for me. We can add some times to this. So, for example, back in the 1990s, or we can shorten that to back into the 90s. So, back in the 90s, I went to Lancaster University. That was a great time for me. I met a lot of interesting people, did a lot of crazy things, and studied a little. So we can say back in the 70s, back in the 80s, back in the 90s, back in the noughties. Noughties? But naughty is a word that we use for when children are doing bad things, usually. We say a naughty child, a naughty boy, naughty girl. So why noughties? Between the year 2000 and 2009, there's at least 2 zeros in each of the number of that year. Another word for zero is naught. So 0 and naught are the same. So noughties is a kind of joke. We use naughty. So 80s, 90s, noughties. It sounds like it was a naughty time. Were you naughty in the noughties? We can also add months or seasons. Back in January, back in February, back in the winter. So for example, back in the spring of 1999, I came to Japan. Back in April 1999, I came to Japan. The song I was singing at the beginning of the video is Summer of 69 by Brian Adams. He uses this grammar that we've been looking at today in his song. I'll put a link for his song here, so please watch it. Listen to the lyrics, maybe try and sing along with the lyrics. If you want to talk nostalgically about the past, using expressions like back in the day, back in the 90s, really makes your English very natural. So please try using it. In the summer of 69, oh yeah. In the summer of 69, oh yeah.